My eyes might be currently dying right now, but here we go. Hello and welcome back to the channel if you are returning, where I thought I would do some sketchbook spreads, and there are a few now that I've got lined up and I have to edit together and I have to record the audio and whatnot, but I find it really awkward because I live in an apartment and I can very easily hear children scream from across the halls. And yeah, so excuse the audio, I suppose. Anyways, so yeah, I've been doing some sketchbook spreads, especially because I've been on my computer so much, my eyes actually get so affected to the point where, like, there are days I can't see distance, and other days where I'm like, oh, okay, my normal vision's back. But yeah, my eyes are so dry right now because I've been staring at a screen all day, because I've just been doing, like, some design work, and then I'm supposed to be studying, and I have like lots of homework and stuff too. So yeah, my eyes are pooped out, and now it's time to run my voice dry with these audio recordings because there are a few. But yeah, this first sketchbook spread though, this sketchbook session, I'll say, because this was like sort of in one day what I drew. It's not really anything too interesting or complex, I don't think, but it's just me sort of getting back into and easing into using my sketchbook again, getting back into drawing. I take these ridiculously long breaks when it comes to drawing, and it's not a good thing at all, because then the muscle sort of like forgets and it's a bit tense, and it sort of produces these really shite drawings, and it's not ideal. So yeah, I've been getting a bit better actually. I managed to do it like maybe like two and a half-ish sessions in a way, in like 1 month, which is good, and it's February, so it's a bit shorter. But yeah, so like I managed to get some sketching and drawing done, which was nice. I've been doing a lot more sketching than any like final works, which, it's a mixed bag type thing, but I just feel like I haven't been fully committed into sitting down and like doing those things and being planted in one spot when I have other things to do. And I want to be more consistent in my uploads and whatnot, but it's sort of hard to do when you are in school and you have other priorities other than running like a YouTube channel, and you have to complete those. And yeah, just sometimes sitting down and drawing isn't quite in the timetable. But I also feel like it's not very me to record like a work with me or something along those lines. I'm still trying to figure out what I like to record and what I like to do outside of just doing art, just so I have a little break. But you know what, in saying that, I was taking these opportunities to draw, so then I can get away from looking at my computer and having those moments where I can no longer see in the distance for the rest of the day because I've been staring at it the whole day. Don't do that. I think there's a rule, there's like the 20-20 rule, where it's like for every 20 minutes of work, you take 20 seconds and then you look at something 20 meters away or something, like something in the distance. Take your screen breaks because they're important. And I think the other thing that exacerbates the pain of working on a screen is just like you don't blink as much, and the lighting as well. So take your screen breaks, don't do what I do, and preserve those eyes. Yeah, because I used to have 20/20 vision until I got older and I worked a lot more on screens, and not taking my breaks, because it's not like because you're always on your computer, that's why. It's because you don't take your breaks. And I have a feeling, I could probably research this more, but it's because you sort of worn out the elasticity of your eye muscles and lens, and on top of that, your brain no longer learns to process things as well because it's not consistent, I feel like. So I feel like there's probably some theories about those things that are why more screen time is not good for your eyesight, but that doesn't mean that it's like the end all, as long as you take your screen breaks. So take your screen breaks. But yeah, so this month, that's sort of what I've been doing. Like when I feel like, oh, I've been doing like this homework assignment for like an hour or two, I deserve a screen break, then I will just put my laptop to the side and just bust out the camera and start drawing, which has been fine. But yeah, so I was just doing whatever came to mind, and whatever I found on Pinterest and inspired me. So that's sort of where we went. Some warm-ups, some little doodles, and then I was getting into drawing hands, and then for some odd reason I drifted back to Nith. I don't know, I think she's my go-to character out of like all of my fictional characters. Just because, I don't know, I guess she's been around the longest and has like the coolest ability in my opinion. But yeah, so that's always fun and interesting. I haven't been working on the other projects that I, thought I would be working on. I thought about it for my little like screen break times to do that, so maybe some point in the future I'll whip out one of those projects and whatnot. But yeah, I feel like those things like the mail club planning and visual novels, those take some time and commitment, and I've just been sort of easing back into doing like sketchbook stuff and whatnot. So yeah, it's not that bad. But yeah, the spread that also followed in this sketchbook session, Sketchy Times. Is that a weird name for it? Maybe. In these Sketchy Times was I did a just like a spread with Nith and Warren together, so it's sort of that type of thing, just for fun. And plus I have these inks. I've probably flashed them a few times before, but I really love these two inks. I got them, and like I wanted a black and blue ink actually, but I couldn't find a black ink that would work for these pens, so I just ended up going with an orange ink because I thought that was really cool. And I was eyeing an orange ink before when I was in Toronto and just like going around stationery shops, but you know what, I sort of settled for this one instead because I really don't want my fountain pens to get clogged up. So yeah, so far both of these inks has been good. I find the blue one definitely works the best for the black pen, and then I use the orange one in some cheaper pens and whatnot, and it's good to have some cheaper fountain pens, just so then in case the ink is absolute shite, then you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, really enjoyed it though. You'll see that in this sketchbook there is a lot of inks, sketching and drawing and stuff, because I just really like it. It's fun, even if the pens aren't made specifically for drawing, because there are drawing version of the fountain pens and ink pens. They work well, and I love it, and I absolutely love that this one is retractable, and it's just so cool, and there's weight to it, and I love it so much. No qualms about it. It's such a nice size too for the tip size. But yeah, I think the cool thing too is because I can refill them and stuff, I don't actually need that many pens. So I keep a few ballpoint pens just like in case of emergency, but for the most part, like the cheaper fountain pens, they have cartridges that like last such a long time. And then my blue one, it's my everyday, or my black one is my everyday. So yeah, writing like notes and documents though with blue ink is sort of weird, I will say. I don't know, I don't think I'm turned off by studying from the blue ink, but it is a bit strange visually. But yeah, so I thought it was really fun, and I sort of like layering the two together, so like doing a sketch layer with the orange and then doing a blue like line layer on top. It doesn't work for everything just because of the aesthetics, and if you're trying to like aim for a certain vibe and stuff. But yeah, I love it for sketching. I love them both. Love these two inks. I got them from like a local art store too, so that it's great. Really enjoyed them. But yeah, aside from that though, can't say there's a whole lot more. Yeah, no. School's just doing school. It's kicking my butt still. But it's going. So that's nice. Any craft stuff? Oh, not really. What did I finish? I finished something. Oh, I finished the pixel stuff, which you guys probably will get to see here and there. And then I started using some of the like other stickers that they didn't come with a template by, like copying some of the designs just freehand. And then I sort of made these cute little stickers here that's just like random. I just found like pixel art and like some pixel colors and like substituted and just went off with what I had, which was pretty fun and pretty cool. And I love the sheep one. That one's probably my favorite one. But yeah, aside from that, this session, I can't say there's much to really go off of. But yeah, I'm hoping the next project that I finish would be the diamond painting, because that one has a long way to go. I don't know if it's going to be recorded or how I'll treat that, but we'll see. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to projects like that, it's better to do like one video rather than doing parts of it for myself personally, because then I ramble on and talk about it. And I can only talk for so long. And my mom was like, "Are you sick or something?" when I called her the other day, and I sat there and like, "No," and she's like, "Your voice sounds different," and I'm like, "It's probably because I haven't been talking for like the past 3 days that my voice just gets tired very easily." So yeah, that's always a bad sign. Actually, probably not ideal. But yeah, so I enjoyed doing the sketchbook sessions, having a little sketchy time, and just sort of unwinding and not really thinking too much about it. I also like to keep in mind that, if I'm returning, my first few drawings are going to be really bad and terrible. So yeah, keep that in mind when you are doing art, that warm-up sketches are super important and you always have to do it. And even if your first few aren't nice, just like sort of try a little bit longer. Like don't torment yourself like a masochist, but like are we allowed saying that on YouTube? I don't know. It's buried in the video now though. I don't think people are going to be here for that long to hear it. But yeah, so like don't torture yourself, but like also don't worry, warm-up drawings are warm-ups for a reason. And yeah, I hope you guys all stay safe, stay hydrated, and just have a wonderful day. Bye.